Hello, welcome back. It is August 1st, and with it being August 1st, that means that it is the start to the Every Bit Counts challenge. So with the Every Bit Counts challenge, the goal is to preserve something every day through the month of August. So today we're going to be doing preserving some items that I've really just been putting off, and I can't put it off any longer. Here, cucumbers. I think it's just about the last of the cucumbers that I'll get in. So we will turn them into some relish. A couple more jars won't hurt. If we have an overflow, that's fine, because then we don't have to grow as many next year. I also want to I have some tomatoes here, not a lot. Want to start turning them into sauce. I really hope that the rain holds off just a little bit longer, so then that way I can go outside and harvest some more tomatoes to throw in this sauce. And I have this corn, first time growing corn, so I want to go ahead and preserve this. I was going to freeze it, but I think that I want to try to can it. We don't have a whole lot, and with the ones that we have opened, the germination on some of them are kind of shoddy, so I don't want to freeze them whole because that just might be a waste of space. So I'm gonna try to slice it all off and can it. All right, let's get started. First thing is first, I'm gonna get rid of these cucumbers so I don't have to look at them anymore. We're gonna be using the dill relish recipe from Ball's Complete Book of Home Preserving. This book is awesome. We have 7 pounds of cucumbers. I need like 1 more pound. To the garden we go. I guess we'll try to get some more tomatoes while we're out there and see how we do. Okay, so we got a couple more cucumbers. That'll be 8 altogether. It'll be over 8 pounds, I'm sure. My bowl isn't big enough. And then I got some more tomatoes. These will be for eating. I need to make some bread so that way we can have some more tomato sandwiches. That stuff is amazing. Just literally homemade bread, mayonnaise, sliced up tomatoes on a sandwich. It's phenomenal. My whole windowsill is full of slicing tomatoes, and that's why tomato sandwiches are also amazing, because it eats up all those tomatoes. Anyway, got some more of the paste tomatoes. So we are growing Amish paste tomatoes this year, and I will tell you, we have like three plants of the Amish tomato, and they have so much fruit on them, it is insane. So I've been making sauce like almost every single day. Those are for later. This is for now. Let's focus. First things first, we have to wash our cucumbers and get them all ready. Okay, so I noticed my hair was a mess, so I threw on a hat. Also, Scott called, so when he called, I went ahead and I made some bread, had the oven preheating for those awesome tomato sandwiches. Um, so let's get back to the cucumbers. Ella's awake. Let me go get her. And then we will start the cucumbers officially. Okay. So we got our food processor ready. Get a knife. I'm just going to chop off the ends, cut these into smaller bits. Where's my other bowl? And then put the smaller bits into a bowl so that when we're ready to start putting all of this through the food processor, it'll blend up nicer. Oh, the oven's done preheating. I didn't even hear a beep. And get our lovely bread into the oven. So we'll do, whoops. $30 minutes. So this challenge was created by Jessica over at Three Rivers Homestead. It was originally an Instagram challenge, and now it's become more of a YouTube and Instagram challenge to kind of help push you to preserve everything that you're growing. That way nothing goes to waste. So I am really hoping that, I mean, I've been preserving like non-stop, I feel like, but I know like with these cucumbers, I let some go to waste because they sat on my counter forever. So hopefully this will help not let any more of my hard work go to waste. All right, so let's start processing some of this through the food processor. We'll work in batches to kind of get it all tried up. You know what? I forgot something. I don't need the strainer yet, but I will. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and start. You should see Ella's face. Aww. Do you want me to hold you? Yes. Okay, so we're gonna work in batches. As they're done going through the food processor, we're gonna transfer into this bigger bowl. That bowl is just barely big enough. So, here we go. I really don't know what I'm doing. I do, but. Okay. We'll put in a whole bunch here. we just put that on shred. Well, it looks like it can go a little bit longer. And we just repeat the process. Okay, so as you can see, this is a pretty full bowl. And we still have to put 4 cups of water in here along with a bunch of spices and seasonings and stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to transfer this into a stock pot. And then that way we have plenty of room for all the other stuff that we have to add to it. So that's much better. Gives us a lot more room. Okay, so I'm just gonna set this off to the side for right now. I do need to chop up some onion. I need 2.5 cups of finely chopped onion. So what I'll probably do, I might just get the food processor back out and do it that way. Onion. Okay. And there's our bread. So we'll have sandwiches here in a little bit after I get this done. Okay, 4 cups of water. Now all we need is the water, the turmeric, and the salt. Since I'm using a 1/2 teaspoon, I'm going to put in 4 scoops. It only asks for 2. 2 teaspoons. 2, 3, 4. Okay. So, got that done. That is in, and we have to do a 1/2 cup of salt. take our spatula and mix it up. Okay, so this is all mixed up, and now we're literally just gonna cover it and let it sit for 2 hours. So at about 3:15, yeah, at about 3:15, then we will be ready for the second half of it. So, all right, Ella and I are gonna have a little bit of lunch, and then we will start on, the sauce. Well, no. Yeah, we'll start on the sauce. We'll boil up the tomatoes, get the skins off, get them sliced up, get them in the crock pot. And once they're in the crock pot, we don't have to worry about them until tomorrow. So, it's lunchtime. We put an X in the bottom, cut off the top, oops. And just like that, it's cored. So I'm gonna do the rest of these tomatoes, and then we're gonna go ahead and put them in the boiling water. It says where the party's at. Okay, so I'm sorry about the light behind me, but that's just how it's gotta be. All right. So using a slotted spoon, we're gonna go ahead and put these into the boiling water for, I usually do 6. So, oh wow. Yep, that one's already done. So, you see how this one is like already peeling back? That means it's done. It can go into the water. Okay, and this is literally how easy it peels off. So, whoops, sorry. Just slides right off. So now I have a good peeled tomato. I'll just take this and throw it in the crock pot. While we're waiting for these two to finish up, we'll go ahead and peel these other. All right, there are all the tomatoes that have been peeled. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use my handy dandy potato masher, and I'm just going to squish them. All right, so now that they are nice and mushed and squished up, I'm gonna go ahead and, excuse my filthy crock pot, I have yet to clean it. Anyway, so we're just gonna let this cook on low for about 24 hours. We'll probably come back tomorrow morning, take a look, and then immersion blend it. But that is for another day. As for today, these tomatoes are done. So it's been 2 hours that the relish has been sitting, marinating, whatever you want to say, with the lid on. Phew. Huh. Smells relishy. Okay, So now what we have to do is we have a colander down here in the sink right there. What we need to do is we need to dump the relish into the colander and rinse out the salt that's in here. So we'll rinse that probably twice. So we'll rinse it, let it drain, rinse it again, and then transfer it back into the pot. So that way we can get it on the stove and add the other ingredients. Here comes Ella. What I'm doing right now is just kind of scraping the sides of the colander, so then that way it can drain a little bit easier. Okay, so now we're going to squeeze out any excess water with our hands. It's okay if there's some in it because it'll just, it'll cook off. You don't want it too dry. All right, so now we're gonna need white vinegar, some sugar, and some dill seed. I don't have a lot left. I'm probably just gonna dump all this in there instead of measuring it out. But I will measure out the sugar and the vinegar. So we need 1/3 cup of sugar. And let's do 4 cups of the white vinegar. Let me make sure that's right. Yep. Two. And then it's supposed to be 2 tablespoons of dill seed, but we're going to go with that much. And then we're going to turn the burner on and give it a little stir. Okay, so we're going to bring it up to a boil, and then once it's to a boil, we're going to reduce the heat, continue stirring until it starts to thicken. And then once it starts to thicken, then we'll be ready to transfer it all into the jars and then start the canning process. Stay tuned. we're gonna go ahead and fill these and leave 1/2 headspace of them. Okay, so now we're going to dampen our kitchen towel with some vinegar and wipe the rims. That way we can clear it of any sort of debris. Okay, rag with vinegar. We're just gonna wipe the rims of all the jars. Okay, now we're going to put the lids and rings onto the jars. Don't tighten them too much, but tighten them enough that they're on. Okay. I have the relish in the canner. I have the water where it's supposed to be. I'm not going to start the canner right this very moment. So I do have warm water in there. So what the warm water will do is pretty much keep everything like it is right now. It'll give me time to run to the library and pick up my daughter and her friend. And then when I get back home, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to turn the canner on, and it says here that we are going to bring it to a boil and process for 15 minutes. So that'll be great. I'll be able to process that while I am getting ready for dinner. I do not think I'm going to be able to can the corn tonight. So I might just have to leave it to tomorrow, and then so I don't know. We'll see. We'll see where the day takes us, right? It's only 4 o'clock. The day's still young. I go to bed early though. All right. Put this in the sink and go get the kid. Okay, so we are back home, changed, somewhat put together for dinner, you know. Let's go ahead. We're going to turn this on. Excuse my dirty stove. We're going to turn this on high and start getting all this boiling. Once it starts boiling, then we are going to set the timer for 15 minutes. I should have enough time before it is time to leave for dinner. It is all done processing. Now we are just waiting for, looks like 2 more minutes, and then we can lift those out and put them on the counter to finish sealing. Well, everyone, that is all I have energy for today. So we ended up getting 7 pints of relish, and we were able to get another batch of sauce started. So we'll can the sauce tomorrow, and then we'll start on the corn tomorrow too, and see what else we can find in the garden to preserve. So be sure to like, subscribe, comment, all of the things. and be sure to check back tomorrow. See if, see what I'm up to. All right. Bye.